They call it the dead of night, the hour when shadows stretch their longest and silence becomes deafening. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the world seems still, asleep, unaware. But for some of us, the weight of these hours presses heavy. You wake, not by choice, but as if summoned. In that moment, you're not just battling restlessness, you're wrestling with something deeper, yourself. The Stoics would call this your moment of preparation, the hour when fate calls upon the brave to reclaim their discipline, their courage, and their purpose. These early hours are not a curse, they are a test. If you rise, do so with purpose. If you wake, wake to act. If you act, act with mastery over self. Let us explore 5 transformative actions that align with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, forging us into stronger, more resilient souls. Actions that will turn this fragile hour into one of strength and fortitude. Number 1. Confront your inner chaos. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. When you wake between 3 and 5 a.m., the mind often floods with restless thoughts. Perhaps it's regret, perhaps fear of tomorrow, or even a gnawing sense of inadequacy. This is the hour when emotions, unchecked, can spiral into torment. But a Stoic knows the truth. These thoughts are illusions. They are not you. They are impressions. Clouds in the sky of your mind. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Focus. Imagine yourself standing before a roaring storm. The storm rages, but you remain steady, rooted, unshaken. Repeat silently, "This storm is not me. I am the calm within." In this confrontation lies your first victory. The mind may rebel, but discipline wins wars. By choosing not to engage with destructive emotions, we learn to master them. 2. Reflect on the impermanence of life. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. At this hour, it is impossible to ignore the fragility of existence. The darkness, the stillness, it reminds us of our mortality. For many, this is terrifying. For the Stoic, it is liberating. This is the hour to contemplate your finite nature, and in doing so, awaken gratitude. Ask yourself, if I were to die tomorrow, have I lived today with purpose? Have I allowed fear to rule me? Have I squandered my time on trivial pursuits? The night reminds us of the fleeting nature of life, but it also gives us a gift, the chance to wake tomorrow with renewed intention. Write this down, memento mori. Remember, you will die. This is not a call to despair, but a call to action. Life is short, but within its brevity lies power. 3. Embrace voluntary hardship. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Seneca. In the chill of these early hours, comfort beckons. The bed whispers to stay. Warmth lulls you into inaction. But for a Stoic, discomfort is not an enemy. It is a tool. Rise. Step into the cold. Feel it. Embrace it. This is your training ground. The man who can endure discomfort voluntarily is unshaken by the hardships forced upon him. Perform something difficult in these hours. Perhaps it's a brief workout, perhaps plunging into cold water, or perhaps writing down your deepest fears without flinching. By choosing hardship, you prepare your mind for the storms of life. Hardship, when embraced, ceases to be an enemy. It becomes your strength. 4. Plan the day with wisdom and clarity. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus. The Stoics viewed life as a battlefield, where each day was a campaign. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the battlefield is still empty, the noise of the world absent. This is the perfect moment to plan your strategy. Sit down with pen and paper. Reflect. What virtues will guide me today? What distractions will I resist? What actions will I take to honor my potential? The key is not to create an overwhelming list, but to focus on a few essential actions. Write them as commands to yourself. I will speak truth today. I will act with courage. I will not waste time on resentment. In planning, remember the wisdom of Epictetus. It is not the external that matters, but your response to it. Let this planning become your anchor, ensuring that when the world awakens, you are ready, not as a slave to circumstance, but as its master. 5. Engage in self-reflection and gratitude. He who does not reflect on his life is unlikely to live it well. Seneca. As the hour draws closer to dawn, take a moment to look inward. The Stoics believed that self-reflection was the path to self-mastery. Ask yourself, how have I been living? Have my actions aligned with my values? Where have I faltered? But do not dwell on failure. Instead, learn from it. Seneca reminds us, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. These early hours are your chance to reset, to recommit, to grow. Finally, close this ritual with gratitude. Write down 3 things, no matter how small, that you are thankful for. Gratitude shifts the soul from longing to abundance. It reminds us that we already possess what we truly need to thrive. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., you are given a rare gift, to face yourself without distraction. It is a time of stillness, a time of reckoning, a time of rebirth. The actions you take in these hours, small as they may seem, will ripple through the rest of your life. So, rise with courage. Confront your chaos, reflect on your mortality, embrace discomfort, plan with clarity, and nurture gratitude. These are not just actions, they are the forging of character, the building of an unshakable spirit. We do this not because it is easy, but because we are Stoics. We are those who choose to rise when others sleep, who find strength in discipline, who face life not as victims, but as victors. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The night is no longer your enemy, it is your ally, and with each dawn you rise stronger, freer, unbreakable. Let us wake with purpose, together. Let us act together. Let us become together. For we are the architects of our fate, and this, between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., is where we begin.